amid the challenges that the tourist sector that are facing in the state of Meghalaya following the checks that were conducted by a section of NGOs here in the state. We're being joined by the Tour Operators Association here in Meghalaya. Sir, firstly, if you can introduce yourself.
I'm Ivan Mangwa, President of the Tour Operators Association in Meghalaya.
I'm Gerald Samuel Duya, the General Secretary of the Tour Operators Association.
Can you tell us, because weekend has passed, and due to the checks, how badly has it affected the tourism sector, or your?
Actually, on the very first day, on the spot, many cancellations had come during the first day. I think we had given about 30%. But then after that, now there are lots of people who are hesitant to come to Meghalaya. Some of them, they call us, and then we have told them that now it is okay, you can come, and we hope that now the normalcy will come to tourism and people will start coming and not hesitate to come.
Okay. Now, what we have also seen is you also run a tour agency. How many cancellations came through after the check that was conducted on Friday?
So basically, July is a lean season now, and it's a lean month. But then, talking about that, we also have day tours that comes from Assam and our neighboring state, basically. So we faced a lot of cancellations, and so to say, some itineraries are supposed to be the guests are supposed to go to Sora, Dauki, and all, but we have to divert them to other places, which it has hampered our operations, because getting rooms in other places also is a challenge, because most of the accommodation units and all have not been established that much. So it has caused a bit of a problem, not a bit, but actually a lot of problem for us.
Okay. So today, have you met the tourism minister, or apprised the minister of the concerns that you all have?
As per the decision taken that day, all the tourism stakeholders associations, we have written to the minister, and we have just handed over a copy of the letter which we are supposed to give to him. So that is one thing.
So you couldn't meet him face to face?
Yeah,
we didn't get a chance.
We didn't get the chance because we are not all here, because there are so many associations. We only one association which came just to hand over the letter to him.
Okay. Now I wanted to understand from the association, because yes, what the NGOs have done is absolutely wrong. However, there's also a concern for the commercial vehicles in the state, because like last time the minister had mentioned that there is a high demand but low supply. So the government has to address that and try to facilitate a better livelihood for the tourist operators in the state concerning the taxis and all. Because right now, who are at the benefit vehicles that are near the airport and outside of the state, like if we look at that on the other hand. So as a association, what do you think you would suggest?
So you go first.
As far as this problem is concerned, we are also feeling sad for the taxi operators, those tourist taxi operators. But then one thing is that there are multiple factors which led to this kind of a situation where we have vehicles and less take off the vehicles from Meghalaya. But then one thing is that I find that we are supposed to sit down, and we are supposed to work out with the taxis and then find out what are the main reasons that vehicles from Meghalaya are not taken by the tourist taxis. Why they have taken more of Assam vehicles, in spite of the fact that we have started having a lot of tourist vehicles from here. So I think we have to address these issues from that point of view, and also at the same time, also since the entry and exit point of the tourists, maximum tourists coming to Meghalaya is from Guwahati. So we are also contemplating to talk with the tour operators and the Tourist Taxi Association of Assam if we can have some sort of a business-to-business tie-up with them, so that maybe we can have a situation where they can bring tourists from there here, and we also from our side from here, the tourist taxis from Meghalaya, they also can help in the further taking them around the tourist spots. So that is a way. But what happened that day was a surprise, because they are dealing directly with the tourists, so they're stopping the tourists. That was really sad.
Yeah, basically talking about that, we cannot stop other vehicles coming to the state because they've already obtained permits and other necessary permits that they require to enter the state. But on the other hand, I feel like the government, we have actually as an association, we have apprised to the government to make an advisory notice publicly, just as the Sikkim government has done, because we've seen a lot of fraud cases, a lot of cases that have been tourists have been misled, where bookings have not been like fraud bookings and all are there. So basically, like if tours go through the registered tour operators of the state recognized by the department, if an advisory notice will come up from the government side, it will address, because we normally as local tour operators we would prefer to take local services of these local transporters itself rather than taking vehicles from outside of the state. So that is one thing that the government can do, and I feel like to stop anybody from going to any place is not really a good thing. But if the government also can facilitate a check, because we have seen a lot of tourist footfall where private vehicles have been used for commercial purposes in the state from other states. So things like this should be very stringent. The government should be very stringent to take actions towards these incidences. We have seen in the past also that nothing has been done, but I feel like if the government really wants to take action on this, it should really strengthen the policy, one thing, and then help us local tour operators to get the limelight by flashing advisory notice to take service of the local operators and so on and so forth. I think so.
And one more thing I would like to add, what you mentioned just now, is that we also would like to request all those accommodation operators in the state, whether they are guest houses, whether they are hoteliers, or whether campsite operators, or any homestays. So at least they should give some preference to local tour operators while keeping the rooms, especially during the peak season. Because during the peak season, most of the tour operators from outside, they have already booked the rooms, and some have booked maybe a couple of months in advance. So there are no more rooms for the local tour operators during those periods where local tour operators cannot have that kind of money in advance to give to the accommodation providers. So that is where we request them also to give some kind of special consideration for the local tour operators, because as he mentioned, that if the local tour operators get the business, definitely we were going to use local vehicles.
I'll just add to that as well. Like again, we have been talking time and again about these things, but talking about the revenue of the state from tourism also. Similarly, like accommodation units who pay their taxes here, we as local tour operators pay our taxes here and operate here. But whereas other tour operators from outside the state operates here but pays tax in their own state, so the revenue is not there. But I feel like if again the government should do something on this matter as well.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir, for
Thank
your
you.
time. Well, that was the Tour Operators Association here in Meghalaya, who's spoken at length. And remember that they had immediately called for a press conference on Friday itself when the restriction was carried out by HNYF at Umtangar, which has also brought in a lot of criticism from several sectors. Because remember, Meghalaya tourism is one major a source of livelihood for many of the people here in the state, and what we've witnessed is that it has been badly affected because of sudden checks. However, there needs to be a solution, that the government has to come up with a policy to meet to the demands of all the tour operators in the state, or the commercial vehicles in the state. This is Princess Rashi reporting for EastMojo.com in Shillong.
Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to East Mojo. For any queries, put them down in the comments section below and press on the bell icon for notifications.